The film never forgets to make you laugh, make you care, and pull you deeper into its wild ride. You might be wondering, does it look as good as it sounds? Let me tell you, every dollar of its $100 million-plus budget shows up on the screen. The stunts? Real. Cars crash. Helicopters weave through skyscrapers. Actors hang from rooftops in real thunderstorms because, get this, they filmed through an actual lightning storm in Turkey and just kept rolling. That's the kind of raw energy you can't fake. And all of it's captured by the legendary Mauro Fiore, the guy who made Avatar glow and Training Day burn with tension. Here, his camera doesn't just watch the action, it dances with it. The colors pop, the lights flicker, every shot feels alive. And the music? Ludwig Göransson brings his usual genius, blending epic orchestral swells with pulsing modern beats. Sometimes the score soars with old-school heroism, and then, just when things get too serious, a sly musical wink lets you know, yeah, we're all in on the joke together. Behind the scenes, it was legendary. There are stories of Idris Elba doing his own stunts until the insurance team nearly had a breakdown, of John Cena riffing so hard the crew would ruin takes by laughing, of Priyanka Chopra Jonas keeping a whole production together with late-night dinners and that unstoppable energy of hers. The locations? Real city streets shut down in London, Istanbul, D.C. The rainstorm on that Turkish rooftop. Completely real, chaos included. The kind of stuff you read about in old-school Hollywood, but happening right here in our time. But what really makes Heads of State stand out is the way it balances chaos and heart. For all the wild set pieces, there's a real emotional core. Elba's character isn't just a tough guy. He's got ghosts he's running from. Cena's bravado? It covers a deep, relatable vulnerability. Priyanka's agent is juggling her own moral dilemmas, her own battles, and the friendship that grows between these unlikely heroes. It's hilarious, it's awkward, and it's genuinely moving. You're not just watching them survive explosions and betrayals. You're rooting for them to become better, to save each other as much as they're trying to save the world. Let's talk impact. When Heads of State dropped, it didn't just do well, it exploded. Over $300 million worldwide in the first month. Audiences everywhere were hooked. People came back for second and third showings, catching new jokes, savoring the rush all over again. Critics were on board too, calling it a rollicking, inventive blast of pure entertainment, and praising its sharp script, relentless pace, and jaw-dropping stunts. The chemistry of the cast? Everyone agreed it was electric. By award season, it was nabbing nominations left and right, especially for its ensemble cast and those jaw-dropping action sequences. Of course, there was some controversy. No film this bold escapes unscathed. Some insiders said the political satire was too sharp, that it poked a little too much fun at the world's real leaders. But the director and writers stuck to their guns. This wasn't about mocking any one person, but about holding up a mirror to the absurdity of power itself. And let's be honest, in a world as wild as ours, maybe a movie that can make us laugh at the madness is exactly what we need. At the end of the day, Heads of State is more than just action, more than just laughs. It's a celebration of everything that makes movies worth loving. The adrenaline, the escapism, the connections we feel to characters who, in another life, could be us. It's the thrill of seeing real people thrown into unreal situations, of watching them stumble, fight, and finally, against all odds, come together. So, why do you absolutely need to watch this film? Because it's a shot of pure fun, crafted by artists who love what they do and trust you to get every joke, feel every beat, ride every twist and turn. It's a movie that delivers everything: spectacle, wit, heart, and the kind of cathartic, joyful ride that stays with you long after the credits roll. Trust me, once you've watched Heads of State, you'll wish you could go back and see it again for the first time. So grab your friends, your popcorn, or just yourself and a cozy chair. Let the lights go down, hit play, and let yourself get swept up in one of the best cinematic adventures to come out in years. You won't regret a second of it. Now, tell me you're not excited. Hey everyone, gather in close for a minute. I've got a story you won't want to miss about a movie that'll jolt you awake, make you laugh out loud, and maybe even remind you why you fell in love with movies in the first place. I'm talking about Heads of State. And trust me, this is one of those films you'll want to press play on the second you hear, what makes it so unmissable. Just imagine it's one of those nights where you're scrolling through endless options, hungry for something that's not just another forgettable action flick or throwaway comedy. You want heart, you want spectacle, you want real movie magic, and then there it is, head to state, gleaming on your screen like a secret waiting to be uncovered. If you're not hitting play already, let me tell you why you absolutely need to. Let's start at the top. The director, Ilya Naishuller. If that name sparks recognition, it's for good reason. He's the one who gave us the relentless pulse of Nobody and the sheer visual insanity of Hardcore Henry. Naishuller doesn't just direct action. He choreographs chaos into something beautiful, something you feel in your bones. Every fight, every chase, every sly joke is sharp and purposeful, like he's letting you in on a secret, keeping you on the edge of your seat while making you laugh at just how wild things can get. But even a master needs a right cast. And this, my friends, is where Heads of State becomes something truly special. Idris Elba, Cena,